Welcome to the Superfacts Show on the Superfacts Network, featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop, and music journalist Mark Walter Ward. They have discussions about hip-hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Superfacts Show, Superfacts Network. We got Pangeaux in here, Def Jam artist, bank shot game winner extraordinaire. How you doing today, sir?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm hanging in there. I don't know where to get started with you. Well, I really like your living room song,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
and being that you were a former athlete, I noticed you got some kind of vulnerable music,
Yeah.
and that almost like really highlights it. And I ain't go deep in the rabbit hole, but I watch a little bit of your highlights other than that game winner, and you were no shrinking violet. Like if somebody pointed, if I was scouting you, and there's like, what kind of music you think he would make? I probably one that came up with that. And you seem especially vulnerable in living room. Like for instance, how did they make you feel like shit?
It was just like, I don't know. It's just one of the things where, like, when you're a kid, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I had a hard time telling if it was like, malicious or not. But I don't know. It's just as a kid, it was like I was being like called this, and I just didn't understand for real. And I guess it just made me mad that I didn't understand for real. And it kind of like it was almost like I didn't know if it was, you know, a joke or if they were saying it like, in a way that maybe it was like not offensive. I don't know. As a kid, I didn't really think about like why it made me mad as much. It was just like, damn, like I'm triggered by this because I don't understand. Like I'm not Latino, like I'm not Mexican, so I don't understand why they're calling me this.
That's deep.
Yeah,
What's that behind you? You got like some whiteboards, like what's that? Some equations,
oh
some
yeah,
life
this is
goals.
just so a chalkboard and a whiteboard, and I just be writing like notes up there whenever I'm working on music or planning stuff out, and then just like little stuff to look at, every day to kind of keep me motivated.
Oh yeah, can you give an
Yeah.
example of one of the motivations?
Yeah, I got one thing on here. It says embrace the struggle. I don't know if you can see that. It might be
Yeah, see
backwards.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But that was one thing that I've just been kind of like thinking about as I'm going through this journey of music and stuff and just life in general. One of the things I think I might be able to turn the camera. This is actually what I got one of these from playing college basketball. My college basketball coach gave us like these core values when we were playing ball to kind of like stick by when we were playing. The first one is trust, preparation, poise, teamwork, and then self-discipline. So I kind of like took that and just kept it with me because I knew that, he was always preaching like it was bigger than basketball for real. It was just kind of life lessons. So it's kind of something I want to implement into my music and just kind of into my overall being, I guess.
Well, since we on the subject though, what was it like to hit a game winner in a college basketball game?
It was crazy. The game was crazy itself because we were down by like 20 points. So the fact that like we came back and it ended like that, it was just kind of like the icing on the cake. But it was definitely surreal. It was just uh, one of those moments that just like when it happens, you're just like, I don't know, geeked up about it. But it was dope for real.
Hey, you probably like the only artist who got that in your link tree. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know. Yeah. That's why I stuck it in there because I don't know many that have that.
Nah, that's super. What's up? Who's the
Yeah.
best player you ever played against?
Hmm. I played against some really good players in college. There was this college named Lincoln Memorial, and they always had some really good players. Um, I'm trying to think like who the best player I've ever played was. Uh, I don't know, man. I've played a lot of really good players.
Where are you from?
I'm from Newport, Kentucky.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah, that's in the blood out there then. So
Yeah.
in high school you played against many good players.
Yeah, for sure. And I played with a lot of really good players too. That all kind of like there was a good majority of people that I played against in high school that all went to like Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. Just play college basketball somewhere. Um, but damn, man, that's a good question. I don't off the top of my. I guess there's one player who's I remember in college. His name was Laquan Choice. He was so hard to guard. He was just like he could spray and he could dribble. He was just one player that every time we played him, it was hard to stop him.
So you finished college in 2016, right?
So I finished college. So I didn't go back for my junior season. So that was 2017 was my last year of college.
And that's when you start making music full time.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? What was it called? Yellow Dream. Why were the songs taken down?
So that was like the first project I ever put out.
What you do? Have a whole bunch of unclear samples or some shit?
Not even. I just I went through like phases of like making music where I was like, I just don't like these songs anymore because I feel like I'm like farther advanced, and I just like took them down kind of just as a rebrand almost, kind of like I'm like making newer music. I feel like my voice is better, so like I took it down for that reason. I still got it up on SoundCloud just for like all the OG people that have been with me ever since that kind of upbringing. But yeah, it was just more like I guess like a rebranding type of thing.
And you're signed?
No, I'm not signed right now.
Shit, damn, you got some pretty big numbers then.
Yeah. I've been the past.
That's all organic.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, I mean, obviously, I ain't trying to accuse you of buying views, but I'm saying like you done did the whole build your own fan base on your own thing, huh?
Yeah, for real. I've been working with a partner of mine named Chris Hirsch. He's helping me with marketing for these newer songs that I have out. But before that, a lot of like the older stuff from like 2018, 2019, even like 2020 for real was a lot of the stuff that I was just putting out on my own and just with the people I had around me.
So you obviously you not even of the newer generation. You're of the immediate generation. So
I would say so, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I can hear it in your music. I mean, like that shit fresh, and,
Thank you.
and not like fresh deaf dope, but like fresh as in like, like that hot off the presses. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I mean, that shit sound like 2022, 2023. You feel me?
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't want to insult you by putting you in no box or nothing. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that's R&B or whatever. I mean, that's Pangeaux, but
yeah.
It's definitely a vibe. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Shit, I mean, unless it's your goal to be independent, I don't anticipate you're gonna be unsigned for too long.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I got my team around me that I've been working with, and we kind of talk about like, do independent label, and I guess it's more or less just, the situation and.
Well, without being in your business, are you earning revenue from music?
I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's keeping like able to pay bills and stuff. It's still like I'm still working on that aspect of it. So
you see the progression though. I mean,
yeah,
you have to
sure.
with them numbers, like I said again.
For sure, yeah.
But people don't know that like a million listens ain't no huge check.
Yeah, it's really not for real. It's like. Yeah, it's
like you're still going to work next Monday.
Yeah, for real, because you're still like, you still kind of like got to set yourself up, and the fact that like the streams come in, the money from the streams comes in every so often. It's not like a weekly check that you're getting or like a bi-weekly check you're getting from your work in some instances, depending on,
But so that made me think of a question. But the original one I was gonna ask you about being of the fresh generation. Like what's your goal with these singles, past getting streams and stuff? Like are you trying to get booked and hit like 3 songs? Like I don't quite know how to say this. What's going to be your procedure for like touring and things of that nature when it gets to that point?
I would say it's more or less, just finding the cities that my music is doing the best in, and going to those cities, finding like booking shows, and kind of just like for real getting around the country, getting my name out there, just spreading, who I am, the music that I have. And like with these singles that I got out, kind of, I guess doing like a press run, if you want to call it like that, to an extent.
Promo
like,
run.
Yeah, promo run, like anything like that, any type of events that I can get into in different cities that where my like core audience is, that's kind of like the procedure I'm taking right now.
Do you play any instruments?
Not currently. I'm learning. I know a little bit of piano. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like Stevie Wonder, like crazy on the keys, but I know some chords. But no, I'm not like crazy with the instruments right now.
What you do in your free time besides making music? Are you in the intellectual pursuits out of curiosity?
Yeah, I mean, like outside of music, I still like playing basketball. I still like, I'm a big, like, I like going outdoors and enjoying, the nature and all that.
You be hiking in them good Kentucky forests, brother?
Yeah. We got some dope land over here. And I just went out to Colorado.
You got a walking
recently.
stick?
No, not yet. I might need one though.
I got a walking stick. I don't even be front. I'll be walking to the gym and shit. I got the walking stick, man.
For real?
Them shits help for the loose dogs. If you ever got to step up, shit.
Damn, yeah, I might need to invest in one of those. Just because actually, like, the unfortunate thing that
I'll send you a link to this perfect joint on eBay that's like $11 and it gets to your house in like 3 days. It extends and all that shit.
I bet I'm gonna need that for sure. Because I love.
Man, I ain't too proud either. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit done helped me climb up a steep ass hill while everyone else was slipping down looking silly. I'm like, who looking silly now though? I call it staff. I'll be like, man, you gotta have staff with you. Man, you can't live without staff in this world if you walk it.
Facts. I was up in Colorado and I was hiking through the mountains up there, and like I was by myself, and like it was my first time out there, and I didn't have like all the gear that, I'm walking by people and they got like the face masks, they got the sticks, the snowshoes,
they got the Gandalf jump.
yeah. And I'm sitting here walking with just like boots in a bag, and I'm like slipping through the snow and everything. So I got to get more equipment and stuff for my hiking travels.
Hey, that's good you do that though, bro. They say that shit is real good for your mental health, and I know one thing, as you advance in the music industry, your mental health is definitely something you need to protect.
For sure. That's the one thing that's the one thing I want to make sure I have like in balance, because I mean, like, just hearing stories and just knowing how life goes in general, things can get tough.
Hey, they say unsolicited advice, but I got a perfect piece of advice for you as far as dealing with music industry people. Mm-hmm. Don't be disappointed when what they say turns out to be lies, especially emotionally.
Can you kind of like expand a little bit on that?
It's gonna be so many people giving false promises, like they're gonna be around you and they're gonna be like, let's do a song together, bro, or I can get you this record deal, or just all kinds of bullshit.
Yeah,
and some people get caught up in being bitter about that shit,
Yeah,
or they get too disillusioned. So my advice is just don't attach emotion to it, because like, what is something that's not real deserve emotion for anyway? Your energy is more valuable than that.
That's, bro, for real. That's some great advice I need right now, because I feel like that's kind of the one thing. I guess I'm kind of like.
Well, I can tell you genuine. You genuine, and to me, like, your biggest problem then would be is the fake.
Yeah.
Because genuine people don't deal well with fake shit, and there's a lot of fake shit in the music industry.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. Like I said before, just stories and just kind of hearing things from other people. It's like, I know that that's an aspect to the music industry for sure. So, it's like that awareness. I'm just having that awareness and not letting it drain me. You know what I mean? Like you said, keep that. Almost, you got to keep that, like, that space, that boundary.
Well, yeah, also, like you said, the balance. Just the balance is you don't let it affect you emotionally.
Yeah.
But you accept its existence. But, everything don't gotta be all down and deep and all that other shit. And also don't like to be generic, but you seem pretty eclectic. So you know, let's stay away from the cliche music influences shit. But what you've been listening to a lot of, let's say over the past 3 years?
The past 3 years?
Yeah, like what sticks out in your mind, like as soon as I say that. And it's cool if it's like Justin Bieber and shit, you know.
Shit, I would say for sure, like,
I'm just
J.
fucking
Cole.
with you.
Nah, yeah,
I know it ain't no Justin Bieber.
Hey, I'm not gonna count. There's some Justin Bieber songs that I fuck with.
Oh yeah, even my mama don't like you, Joan. That shit crank.
yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. He's got cuts for sure. Even the stuff like the features he does too are cold when he does them with like other artists and rappers.
But that'd be disturbing when my 7-year-old daughter know every word to Yummy and shit. Like I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, for real. I would say the artist I've been listening to the most the last 3 years, J. Cole for sure. He's just always like, he's just someone I can go to for sure whenever I like, you know, need inspiration or just like need to kind of get back in touch with like.
There is something about his music that I can see would inspire creativity.
Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. I feel like his lyrics, man, are like I don't know. He's really good at storytelling and he's really good at building a song. And I feel like, and a story within his albums. And it's like there's a lot of stuff I relate to with his stuff. Mentally, I guess. I feel like his thought process is kind of the way he sees the world is something I relate to. So that's something I keep going back to.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I definitely enjoy music that I can relate to. What you think happens to you after you die?
That's crazy. Bro, you know it's crazy. Me and my boys were talking, and he brought up this little quote that he found, and it said, "Do you think when after you die, it's like a spectator restart or like go to the next level type scenario?" And like that one really grasped me because I feel like I don't know if you have if it's a choice after you die, like if you want to do something, or if it's like based on, you know, what you do in this lifetime determines what's going in the next. But I don't know, man. I don't know what happens after you die. I guess that's still something, you know, I guess searching for.
Statistically, I'm gonna go before you, so I'm gonna come back and tell you if I can, bro. I promise.
All right, bet.
And I try to do that shit unscarily. But if I had any of them choices you was given, I mean, not given, but that you listed, I would pick whichever one I could remember myself, because I did dope shit, so I want to be able to remember it.
Yeah, for sure, and just like appreciate like the moments that you had and shit like that.
Yes, sir. But so before we get out of here, tell me what you promote now, what you got coming next, and make sure you drop all your socials and handles.
So my recent release, April 14th, was Living Room, out now on all platforms. Just kind of like a little dive into the song. I wrote it during the pandemic, when I was literally sleeping in the living room on the couch of my boys' Soul Serum. It's a little collective brand in Cincinnati, but they let me sleep on the couch for like a whole year. And that's kind of like where I got the inspiration for the song. And just like, you know, the pandemic was kind of like a self-reflection period for me. So that's kind of like how that all evolved. But other than that,
why you slept on the couch for a year?
Well, they let me sleep. They let me bring my studio stuff over to their house, and like the living room was really the only spot that they had open for me, but they just let me crash on the couch. And I've been sleeping on couches. Like for some reason, I sleep way better on couches than I do on a bed. So like, I don't know. It's just, I don't mind it for real. So
no, I can dig it, bro. The first 10 years I got out of prison, because you always on them narrow ass beds and shit. For some reason, couches was more comfortable to me. But now if I try to fall asleep on a couch, I think I'm gonna fall and shit.
yeah. So,
but so what do you got coming out next, or you're not even worried about that?
Next, right now, we're really just working. I'm just working on getting a lot of this promo out for Living Room. I got some music videos in the vault that I'm ready to drop this summer, and then other songs in the vault that I'm gonna spread throughout the summer too. So that just be on the lookout for, you know, new music and new videos over the summer. But other than that, that's kind of like where I'm at right now.
All right, bro, and I ain't gonna front you. you kind of drippy, man. So don't let Chet Hanks hop up and on your pictures or videos. I don't think that'd be a good look for you right now.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't think I can. That's crazy you said that.
Yeah, he gonna have to stay off camera, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if
you can get some footage of him lunching out though.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just no selfies.
Yeah, I might. That whole white boy summer thing. I don't think I'm going for that.
Yeah, that's some extra wild, crazy shit. Hey, bro, It's been a pleasure. I fucks with you, man. I fucks with your music, and I wish you nothing but success.
I appreciate that, man. You as well.
All right, bro. Well, you take it light. Thanks for joining us, Mark Walter Ward, Super Fact Show, and make sure you check out the boy Pangeaux on every streaming platform, YouTube. Just type in PANGEAUX, and
yes, sir.
And you'll find the kid, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt. You take it light.
You too.
The Super Facts Network, home of Jump Pop, SDE, and the Super Facts Show, now available on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts from. Come check out St. Laz, G from the Shop, and Mark Walter Ward.